Hi guys, it's Michelle Patterson here with Angel Souls, and these are your December 2015 and 2016 overview readings. And for this time, I'm going to be using a whole bunch of different decks depending on your sign, but definitely for the month of December, I will be pulling a color card from the Ina Segal Secret Language of Color Oracle card deck. And then I might be using for your sign. I think I'll be using these for the year, I think, for 2016, because it just feels right. So the Angel Chatter Archangel Oracle deck by Christine Alexandria, who you know I love. So there's that one. Maybe the Magdalene Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno, because there's a lot of stuff to read here at the end of the year, so I want to have like lots of different decks so it doesn't get boring, right? And we don't have a whole lot of like repeating cards and things like that. So also the Angel Feather Oracle by Michelle Newton, or maybe the Angel Therapy Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. And if you would like a personal reading with me, this is a very busy time of the year for me. I'm going to keep that wait time at 20 days. I know people have a problem with that already, and I get it. You know, it's kind of, you know, having to wait 3 weeks for a reading. I know that can get a little like, come on. But there are people out there who have year-long wait lists. Oh, yes. So, yeah, so if you want to get in line for a reading, go ahead and do that. It's angelsouls444.com. Go to the services page. And of course, if you would like to support me on Patreon, I will leave all that information down below. Oh, I also wanted to mention the artwork behind my head. This is from Sonia Shannon. I don't know if you can see it all that well with my big head in the way. It's really beautiful, and she even has a message going around the border. I highly recommend that you check her out, and I will leave her website down below as well. So let's get to it. Hi there, Virgo. Let's see what's going on for you for December 2015, and then we will go into the 2016 overview. So let me just focus on your sign here for a moment. Okay. Mother Mary. I got my good Mother Mary spray sitting here. I sprayed myself twice today. All right. Oh, they said no on that. That's interesting. Okay. You're in the Matrix. Nothing is real. Confusion. Oh boy, the messenger. Okay, there's a bit of a scramble going on for you for this month. And, you know, it's funny because Mother Mary is obviously such a presence around December, especially for Christians, but anybody can call upon her. Please don't be afraid to do so if that's what you're comfortable with. But Mother Mary is kind of showing up to sort of hug you. And it almost feels like you guys are spinning out of control this month. Let me just put this down for a second. I'm giggling because right in the center of your reading, we've got the Matrix, yes? And then we've got confusion. What's real, what's not real? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. And I'm also laughing because I was just watching a TV show last night. I referenced this in another video, but it's Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. It's on Netflix. And she, like, every time like somebody, they're trying to get away with something, they'll be like, you're in the Matrix. You know what I mean? Like they're trying to tell you it's not real. So what you're creating your own disillusionment, you're creating your own drama. Family might be driving you crazy, but on a deeper level, that Matrix feeling is really getting you wound up. And this to me feels like you don't know what to believe anymore. You just don't know what to believe anymore. What was real? For some of you, this is about religion. You know what I mean? Like, what's real? Well, you know, we humans, we do our best to try to get in there and have our moments and have our spiritual connection, and that's beautiful. But if you're having a crisis of faith, or if you're somebody out there who just, you know, you're like, I don't believe in anything. I can't believe you're watching this video. Oddly enough, I have people who proclaim to be atheists who watch this. I don't know, but there it is. But Mother Mary is stepping forward and saying, I'm real. I'm real. No matter what's been kind of put around religion or whatever's been put into your belief system, Mother Mary is in fact real, and she's here to help you if you will allow her in. Okay, now she's very nurturing, will help you kind of feel okay about your life. But for you guys, you really have to get your clarity going. And I think it's been a little bit difficult for you to get your clarity and for you to hear your messages, right? Because surface level everyday things are just kind of coming up and clamoring around and just whatever's going on. There's some chaos going on in your world. Now you know what to do. You know what to do. If you're going to get your message, okay, the messenger, see, it says messenger. The messenger might be directly from an angel. The messenger might be an angel, or it could be some other human. So if a situation is presenting itself, especially in this month, yeah, try to see the higher wisdom in it. Try to step back out of the worry and the fear or the need to control it or control a person or whatever it is for you, and just go, what am I supposed to be getting out of this? What's going on here, right? And again, they keep bringing me back to this card, the Matrix, because you don't know what the truth is. You know, you're thinking maybe, okay, but I don't know. Like, it could be this or it could be that, or is that person telling me the truth, or what's going on here? That's the spinning thing. And then what happens? Well, you start spinning and getting out of control, and now you're out of alignment, and now nothing's going right. You know, now you get a flat tire, God forbid. You know, and now your kids are mouthing off to you for no good reason. You know, just all kinds of aggravation starts happening. So that's where you have to kind of really work this month to get back into that alignment and to find your peace. You got to find your inner peace. And so that might mean if you're having holiday parties, you have to excuse yourself off to the bedroom and just like, you know, just take a breath, breathe for a few minutes, close your eyes, and then go back into the party and, you know, mingle and do whatever you got to do. But there is a messenger waiting for you. Now, Gabriel is very big on that, as you well know. This is also Gabriel's time of year. We got Jesus, we got Joseph, we got Mother Mary, we've got Gabriel. Everybody, the whole team's here, right? So open yourself up for that message. If you are somebody who happens, even if you don't celebrate Christmas, it doesn't matter. You know, you can tap into the energy of this time of year, no matter, like I said, no matter what your belief systems are. And Gabriel will whisper something to you, either through his team of angels directly, or, you know, again, through another human being. But you have to be open. So decompress when you need to. Try not to make too much out of things. Try not to jump to conclusions. Do we tell you this all the time? I feel like we do. It just feels like a familiarity with that statement. But yeah, just and make sure you're taking care of yourself. A lot of you could get sick this month if you are not careful, if you're running around too much for everybody else or taking on their drama. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so just take it easy. And again, Mother Mary is a very big presence for you this month. So embrace the help that she's bringing to you. Okay, couldn't hurt, right? So your color card for this month is indigo. Improve your vision. The number is 40. So instead of listening to the chaos that your brain is trying to tell you is existing, which is not real, right? Tap into your intuition, and that will help kind of give you clarity on the things that you're very confused about. If it's a specific situation for you or whatever, you just don't understand why people are acting the way that they are, come back into your third eye. Now, Archangel Metatron can help you develop this intuition. Raziel, I mean, all kind of angels can come in here and help you with that if you want. So you have all this support, but really this is telling you to, for whatever's going to be happening for you, don't get wound up in it. Don't give in, okay? It's not going to serve you, okay? So let me get these out of the way. We'll get into your 2016. I'm making a mess here. I'm going to do this. 2016 card reading. I feel like I need to clear this. Okay, so I just focus on you guys here for just a moment. Got a couple of cards want to come out. Water. Okay. Water is intelligent. Water is intelligent. So you, we'll talk about this. You know, we were talking about Mother Mary, and actually Doreen Virtue has a thing with water that she talks about, that if you just kind of hold it and you ask Mother Mary to infuse a blessing into that water, you can kind of, I guess the idea is taking in all the beautiful qualities of her, or just taking in this blessed water. That's what holy water is. It's someone, you know, who with pure intentions, infusing those pure intentions into that water. So you can do that with bath water, you can do that with your drinking water, all those things. Yeah, and they're saying it will affect you on a cellular level. See, we tend to apparently not take water very seriously. And again, it has an Emoto. He does all the work, or did all the work. I think I don't know about this, but Emoto did all this work on water and how it crystallizes based on certain frequencies of words. So that would be an interesting thing for you guys to look into this month as well. You'll see what I mean. The truth, that came up for another sign. Past life connection. Spiritual souls. Let's get into it. Okay, so this is why you got to take care of yourself in December, because you're coming into a big year of spiritual growth, and it's going off. Okay, so we have Archangel Chamuel, water. Include water in all forms as part of your daily living. So again, don't underestimate how important it is to even bathe, with, instead of just a shower, but actually soaking in a bath that might have some, some salts to basically detoxify your body. And that will not only detoxify your physical body, but also mentally, emotionally, spiritually, kind of pulls all the toxins out. Okay, so look at that. You're really having to sort of detox and decompress and start using the what we would call common things in a much more powerful way. Okay, so, and again, if you're not drinking enough water, you need to do that. The life force that is in water, if you're not getting enough in, okay, it's going to make you tired. When you're tired, you might have misjudgments, okay? Not handling things as well as you could, so on and so forth. So this also kind of goes in with good health and just really paying attention to what's going into your body, okay? The next card we have is Archangel Haniel, the truth. Step into your heart to see the three sides of every story: yours, theirs, and the truth. We don't know everything, okay? And yeah, this is also about having some empathy about what other people are going through. So whatever's getting you all wound up and kind of riled, maybe in 2016 you kind of start realizing, okay, wait a minute, they have their perspective too. And maybe my perspective, maybe they don't get where I'm coming from either. You know what I mean? So there's always all these versions of a story. So remember that before you start letting it get to you too much. This is also facing a hard truth about yourself. And for some of you out there, we need to talk about this because this is a message for you. Some people are still in a cycle of abuse. So yeah. So I don't know if this is like you were abused and then you turn around and maybe you're a little abusive towards others then. They're saying it's abuse of all forms, but this is particularly verbal abuse of some persuasion. So maybe you were raised in a household where there was a lot of yelling and people said horrible things to you, and then without even realizing it, maybe you talk to your own children that way, or you've been going out there and treating other people like that. Okay, this is that year where you have that moment where you're like, okay, I'm going to break this cycle. So it's a beautiful year, and that makes sense why they're telling you to take care of yourself. Mother Mary was showing up, all that stuff to kind of help you feel nurtured and cared for. But you're breaking a cycle of abuse. You're breaking a cycle of abuse. Don't play victim. That's not going to help you. No. Playing victim only gets pity, and that's a low vibrational frequency. Okay? So stand in your strength and just stand in the truth and just say, okay, you know what? It can be an empowering moment. It can be like, I'm going to end this. I'm going to be the one to stop all this. And it's not so that you can put yourself above perhaps your abuser. Because remember, that person had their story too. And you don't know where they're coming from. It's a cycle. It's a cycle. So let it stop with you. Let it end with you. Okay? The next card we have is Archangel Zadkiel, past life connection. Listen and observe the signals that come to you. They may have roots in a past life. So that's funny. We're talking about like an abuse pattern, and here's some past life connections. Some of these things just keep playing themselves out over and over and over again. And it really, you are in a beautiful time to heal this and to take the steps to, they're saying you don't have to go back and do anything for past life connections or even ancestral healing to that extent. You can just start being different yourself, and that will have a ricocheting kind of effect through all space and time, right? Where right now it's sort of pulsing and cycling and doing all that, and then if you're just the one that just kind of goes, I'm not going to do this thing where I'm like, it ends with me, getting onto this like self-helpy kind of talk, but just on a real soul level, if you just say, I don't need to behave that way, or I don't need to carry that victimhood with me anymore. I don't need to carry that sorrow with me anymore. It's broken. It's broken. A chain was snapped. Okay, do you understand? And then it will have this effect kind of going out into, like I said, all directions of time and space. So just keep that in mind. It's kind of a big thing for you to handle this year, but you have a year to do it. Okay, you can. It's just sort of the message over the whole 12 months. Okay. The final card we have is Archangel Raziel, Spiritual Souls. You are a teacher and role model for all spiritual souls, especially teachers. That's so not what the card says, especially children. I don't even know where I got that. But isn't that interesting how this is kind of following up? By you taking the action, by you fixing yourself, not that you need to be fixed, but you kind of taking this approach for you, you are then in turn being a great example for others. And you might even show those kids who could have very well been a victim of abuse themselves that they don't need to carry on the way, they're not broken. They don't have to keep carrying on the pain. They can leave it by the wayside and just reinvent themselves, or let it be transmuted and go away. So you have to do the action though in order to be that spiritual teacher, because you're, like I said, you're kind of teaching by your very presence and by your example. Okay, so there it is, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and of course I am sending you so much love. Take care.